Round of applause. So I feel like right now I'm just standing in the way. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to our spring concert part 2. My name is Alan Hudson, for those that don't know. I have the honor and the privilege of being the principal here at Glen Cove High School, and to be the principal of these amazing musicians here up on the stage. So just before we begin, just a bit of housekeeping. In case there is an emergency, there's 4 exits. There's 2 behind you, 1 to my left and 1 to my right. And before we begin, I'd just like to point out a few people in the audience. To my left, we have, sitting there biting his nails, former Assistant Superintendent Dr. Michael Israel. If we can give him a round of applause. In the far back, we have one of our assistant principals, Ms. Herenia Padilla. To her left, you'll hear from him later on in the program, our Director of Fine Arts, Mr. Lawrence Nadell. And to our right, hiding with her hands over her eyes, our one of our board members, Ms. Leah Leone. Apologize if I missed anyone else. But without further ado, like I said, I just feel like I'm in the way of what you're going to experience today, the moment you've always been waiting for. At this point, please sit back, relax, enjoy the concert, and have a great time.
Good evening, and thank you so very much for being here tonight. We're so glad to have you and to welcome you to part 2 of our spring concert series here at Glen Cove High School. Before we play our last piece for you this evening, there are a couple of thank yous I would like to make. First, GCTV, Mr. Christopher Barry, Mr. Rodney Lethwich, and the entire crew, all of the students. They have been very busy the last few weeks going to all of our buildings and live streaming every single concert performance that all of our children have been putting on all spring. So a huge round of applause for GCTV. Thank you so much for all that you do. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Lawrence Nadell, our coordinator for Fine and Performing Arts. Mr. Nadell, we are so fortunate to have you here with us, just supporting us, anything that we need. Mr. Nadell is right there to help us, and we are truly fortunate to call you our director and our coordinator. So thank you so much to Mr. Lawrence Nadell. A big thank you to you. Music education does not thrive without the support of our families, our friends, the community. Music education is wonderful in Glen Cove because we have a wonderful community in front of us all the time. So thank you. A big round of applause to you, our biggest cheerleaders. I have to thank the wonderful young humans that you see here behind me. Every day that I get to come here and make music with them truly, truly, truly is an honor for me. I love being their teacher. I love our time together. We're not done yet. I told them after today we'll be out on Memorial Day, marching in the Glen Cove Memorial Day Parade. This band will be competing at a Music in the Parks Festival in a couple of weeks, which we're really excited about. But I cannot tell you enough the dedication, the devotion to their craft. It is unparalleled, and I am sincerely thank you to all of you. So thank you. A big round of applause for them. And specifically, seniors, always a thank you. You know, I love and adore you. You make me laugh and smile every day, and you have been in this program since you were little 4th graders, 9 years old, and I appreciate all of your years of commitment and dedication. Future's so bright because you're in it, and I'm immensely proud of you. So seniors, can you please just stand for a brief round of applause? Thank you, seniors. And with that, we leave you with a piece of music called Danzas Cubanas by Robert Sheldon. It will feature a few student solos, and it will also, we will also be joined by Mr. Edward Norris on the keyboard over there on that side of the stage. We hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are going to take a very brief 10-minute intermission while we reset the stage for our second half. M Papa is in the lobby. They're selling raffle tickets. They have beautiful baskets out front that you can try to win. They also have snacks and waters and all that stuff. Please stick around for our second half. Our orchestra and our select chorale are ready to perform for you. Thank you so much. We'll be back in just a bit.
and Nita George, who are the co-presidents of MPAPA, our Performing Arts Parents Association, who do a fantastic job. And we thank them for all of their commitment and dedication to our students, especially in the performing arts. So without further ado, we're going to choose a winner of a raffle. And the winner wins $165. The winner is Shikrak? Chickback? Oh, there you go. You're the winner. Congratulations. And thank you, MPAPA, for all that you do. So good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Glen Cove City School District, I wanted to welcome you as well to the high school spring concert part 2. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lawrence Nadell. I'm the District Coordinator of Fine and Performing Arts here at Glen Cove Schools. And I wanted to thank you for your continued support, for sharing your talented students with us and supporting their arts and music education. I wanted to thank the music teachers that are here at the high school. Miss Frank Rifkin, who we saw first, and Mr. Guarini, Mr. Norris, these 3 talented music teachers here at the high school have really enriched the lives of children and have advanced their achievements all across their board, all across the board, so we thank them. Also wanted to share with you that once again, Glen Cove has been noted and designated as a best community for music education, for outstanding support of music education. And I think this concert is definitely a testament to all of the families, all of the students, all of the teachers, everyone who helps to make us a wonderful, wonderful community for music education. We want to thank GCTV for live streaming all of our performances and recording. They do a phenomenal job. They've been coming to all of the concerts and doing all the live stream, and we thank them. We ask you to please stay for the duration of the entire second half. So if you have someone who's in the first ensemble, if you can stay for the second ensemble as well, that would be fantastic. So please try to stay for the duration of the entire concert. And before you leave tonight, please vote. So, without further ado, we will begin our second half. So, I have the pleasure of introducing the 11th and 12th grade orchestra under the direction of Mr. Jim Guarini. Enjoy.
Good evening, Glen Cove. Good to see you again. A couple days later. I hope you liked that first one. That was the Bossa Rojo, and I would just like to quickly acknowledge our wonderful soloists that we had on there. That's on violin, Isabel Basil. Stand up. On cello, Layla Cullen. Also on violin, Avery Wang. And on the viola, Deborah Zavala. Okay, we're gonna do our rock number now, and I'm gonna switch gears onto a different side of the stage over here. I'm not conducting just yet, I'll be up there eventually, but they're so good they don't need me for too much of this. So I'm gonna hop behind the drum set. Here's Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. one of my bass players told me that, asked me if after that song I could just do a little yap sesh because they get tired. And I said, don't get me, you don't want, that's the last person you want to ask to start yapping. But this next one deserves a little bit of a little introduction. This is a very special piece coming up here. This next number falls into the category of unfinished business from the pandemic. We're still checking off some of these unfulfilled musical aspirations from way back when everything shut down. And this is really a very special full circle moment for me because special guest who's in your program, who I'm about to invite to join us right now, has been a friend and a partner for many years in this program and has just been just an incredible person to work with, an incredibly talented musician. And of course, I'm talking about Mr. Chris Lippy. So he actually called me months ago, way back in the winter, and he said, I'm going to send you this piece, and your kids are going to freak out when they get it because this is going to bring back some really cool memories. This next piece, Dia de los Muertos, was a piece that Mr. Lippy had been preparing for the 7th and 8th grade orchestra when everything closed down back in March of 2020. So that group never got to perform that piece. And that group is this group. That group is the group sitting right in front of you tonight. So we thought it would be really special to have him with us tonight, to invite him up as a special guest. And on mixed percussion, lots of percussion, all the percussion parts, Mr. Christopher Lippy, everybody. One more time. Here it is, Dia de los Muertos. One more time, let's hear it for Mr. Lippy one more time. Thank you. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that a lot of that, most of that work that you heard on that last piece was managed by him all those years ago. We really had to just tighten things up and touch things up here and there and get some tempos together and stuff like that. So really, it's just a wonderful job, and thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much, Mr. Lippy. Thank you. So before we close out our set, just a few words of thanks, of course, as always, to our central administrators, building leadership, especially Mr. Hudson, Ms. Padilla, and Ms. Prudente. Thank you for your continued support and direction as we continue to forge ahead into the future with our students in our best interest and helping to create a wonderful musical environment here in Glen Cove High School. Thank you so much for all you do. As always, our building faculty, our custodial staff, our technical team, everybody who has to work together in a community, in cooperation and partnership to bring this to life. And it truly does take so much communication on a daily basis and interaction and helping one another, being understanding of different schedules and being pulled in different directions. Students are so overbooked, and we try to help them achieve balance. And so thank you to all of the wonderful staff here at Glen Cove High School to help make that happen. Thank you. Our wonderful music team, my buddies, Ms. Frank Rifkin, Mr. Norris, our fine arts coordinator, Mr. Nadell, thank you so much. We love you here in Glen Cove. You guys are great. And of course, another shout out to MPAPA, our Music and Performing Arts Parents Association, for all you do for these kids. Thank you so much. You guys are so great. We really appreciate you on those trips and everything you help to coordinate for us to make things run more smoothly in the music department. It really doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you. The ensemble thanks you. We thank you. And to the ensemble, especially these wonderful graduating seniors that you have before you tonight. It's every year I feel like I'm living a little Groundhog Day here. I'm deja vu because a lot of these, all of these students, all the seniors are graduating tonight. I got to work with once upon a time as beginners many years ago at Landing and Connolly School, and to see them grow as musicians and as people, and you know, they change. I've gotten a lot grayer, but they're becoming just such wonderful people and such amazing musicians. It is really truly special this time of year to me personally, but you know, it really has been wonderful. This past semester, we've had some nice challenges. We had some really difficult music that we worked on together, and they really rose to it, and I have to commend them all. So would my graduating seniors please stand? Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your service to this group and your commitment over the years. It really, truly does show a wonderful part of your character that you have seen this through to your graduation and that you've made music such an important part of your life. And I hope that it's made a lasting impression on you and it's been worth your while, and that many years after graduation you will still look to music for inspiration. So love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me. Love you guys. Last but not least, of course, I have to, I'm amazed, and I'm just unbelievable how supportive you all are every time that stage door opens and we walk out as an ensemble, to hear that wonderful applause, to hear all of you cheering us on, because we need that. And sometimes this looks a little bit easy, maybe, I don't know, it looks natural, it looks like we can just do this organically. It takes so much effort, so much bravery, so much confidence, so much anxiety to get out here and do this thing and present this for you all, and to have this loving support of this Glen Cove family here behind us every time is just the most valuable thing in the world. And your children, if they haven't thanked you by now, they will someday, because really, really, it is one of the greatest gifts you can give to another person is supporting them in their passions and their loves. So from us to you, thank you, and give yourselves a lovely round of applause, Glen Cove. Thank you so much. Seniors, you can sit down. And we got one more special guest. It's an evening of special guests. And this last number, and then I'll stop yapping. This last number was from a couple of months ago. We had some doubts about it because it is very challenging technically, but I think that I'm hoping that I've won them over on it by now. Here is the Allegro finale from Beethoven's Number 5th, and with a special guest, alumni, and on timpani, Rodney Lefowitz Jr. Rodney, come on out.
It's on? Hello? I bet. All right, let's go. All right, hey. Good evening, everyone. We are the Glen Cove High School Sela Chorale. The first piece that we will be performing for you is Daemon by Georgi Orban. It is about the temptation and the influence of the demon. However, no matter how strong or powerful its influence is on the human beings, nothing is compared to the heart and love for Jesus Christ. Throughout the song, you'll hear this piece sung through a cappella. You'll hear the constant struggle and tension with fighting the demon, but as I said before, we overcome the demon with the love and heart of Jesus Christ. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Hope in the face of uncertainty. Love and kindness despite fear and doubt. Faith. These are the words that come to mind when discussing our next selection, Alleluia by Randall Thompson. In this composition, you will hear the word Alleluia repeated 64 times. I encourage you to open your mind and heart as you listen to these flowing melodic lines to discover what it is you believe in, whether it's faith in the loved ones that support us, faith in yourself to create a better world, or any source of inspiration that ignites hope within you. As we all reflect on our individual journeys so far and the beauty awaiting us on our paths ahead, let the music wash over you and remind you of the light that can always be found, even in the most challenging times.
Our next piece is Crucifixus, which is a movement written by Johann Sebastian Bach in his Mass in B minor, one of his most renowned and profound works. Composed in 1749, this piece is a part of the Credo section and stands out for its deep expression of sorrow and contemplation. In Crucifixus, Bach creates a somber and haunting atmosphere, reflecting the text which he speaks of Christ's crucifixion. Here is the text in a translation. Crucifixus etiam pro nobis sub Pontio Pilato, passus et sepultus est. In English, he was crucified also for us under Pontius Pilate. He suffered and was buried. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy.
The piece you are about to hear is about one of the most popular meals in Haitian cuisine. Chaka is a tasty medley of different food products, such as corn, beans, and pork, that make a stew. Haitian folklore consists of a huge variety of rhythm and dances that, when mixed together, give birth to extraordinary works. The piece then begins to say, at the sound of 3 drums, everyone yells out hooray. If we join together, we can move forward. Let us enmesh in a lovely harmony, a delicious homemade stew, a musical chaka. Let us party.
Well, hello. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around to hear these guys. It's brutal in here, I know. I'm feeling it too. But hopefully the music makes it worthwhile for you. Before we start our next piece, I just want to give a quick shout out to my colleagues, Mrs. Brittany Frank Rifkin, Mr. James Guarini, who helped me to get these wonderful instrumentalists that joined us on the Chaka, and Nicole here on Refuge. They're just the best colleagues to work with. I love working with them and sharing students and making music with them every day. So a huge thank you and a congratulations to Mr. G and Mrs. Rifkin. Thank you guys so much for everything. And he was a student, and now he's on our staff, but we had Mr. Rodney Leftwich joining us on that last one. So thank you, Rod, for joining us as well.
This next selection is called Refuge, composed by Elaine Hagenberg, with text written by Sarah Teasdale. It is a piece that expresses heartache and despair. Mrs. Teasdale shows that the power of singing is a refuge for her soul and freeing her from that depression. Join us in this journey in hopes that you can find your own refuge. Featured in this piece is soloist Paloma Supica and cellist Nicole Lee.
You might notice we've got these bags under our eyes. We got in late last night, about a little after 11 o'clock. The choir had a gig in the city with the Stetson University Choir in the Holy Trinity Lutheran Church by Central Park, and had a wonderful concert. It was that choir was phenomenal. My goodness, they sang music unlike I had ever heard before. Truly, I mean that. The kids and I just sat with our mouths agape, watching them and listening to them. And we got to sing together, and they did a couple of the tunes that you're hearing tonight in the city yesterday, and it was such a wonderful time and such a great evening of sharing. I just want to thank the children for all of their work last night. It's hard to do it back-to-back, to get in so late last night. They were here at 9 o'clock this morning rehearsing for tonight. So shout out to these guys for all of their hard work yesterday. Next week, our chorale and our mixed chorus will be heading to Adelphi University next Thursday to compete in the NISMA Major Ensemble Festival competition. We have not done that since 2019, before COVID was the last time both choirs went to NISMA Majors. So I'm thrilled to take both choirs back next week. So hopefully we'll come back with some good news for the community. I'm sure both groups are going to do great. I'm really excited. And Friday, we take off with the orchestra and the band. We go to Hershey Park. So they're going to have another back-to-back next week. But I think they'll be okay at Hershey on Friday. I'm sure we're looking forward to it. I can't wait for my chocolate shake. Really quick, a couple of quick thank yous. I would be remiss if I did not recognize our central administration and our Board of Education, many of whom are here tonight. I know they're back and forth between the budget vote and the trustee vote and our concert, but thank you to all of them for their constant support of our music programs throughout the Glen Cove School District. We have been voted for, I think, the third year in a row, right? One of the best communities in the United States for music education. And a lot of that is, of course, due in part to the support that we get from our leaders. So thanks to Central Admin, our Board of Ed. And I got to give a shout out to Mrs. Padilla, Mrs. Prudenti, Mr. Hudson, our building administration here. They are our go-to people. Without them, none of this would be possible. So we love them. They are just our biggest cheerleaders. Every time we do a concert, Mr. Hudson's always in the back waiting for me to give a little hug and have a little chat. So big thank you to our building admins for all of the support for our programs here. And I know Mrs. Rifkin mentioned it, but I also just want to thank Mr. Nadell for all that he does for our choirs. We're really busy in the choral department. We're always going somewhere, and he's always right there to give a helping hand. What do I need? What can I assist with? And he's been a real boon to the music department. So, Mr. Nadell, wherever you are back there, thank you so much for all that you do for our programs. Thank you. All right, so we move on. I'm sorry it's the first 80-degree day we've had in a while in here tonight, but hopefully, like I said, you're enjoying it, and we move on to Australia. Do Not Stand at My Grave. Who's that one? Yeah, come on down, Nolene.
Our next selection, titled Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep, is a piece by Australian composer Joseph Twist. The text comes from a 1932 poem with the same name by Mary Fry. In this poem, Mary embraces the idea of death as not a loss of life, but a moment to reflect on all the life one may bring. As you listen, take a moment to note all of the metaphors for life sprinkled throughout the poem. Thank you.
Do to you by Stacy B. Gibbs. Rock of My Soul is a great example of not only the art of spiritual music, but the pure excitement that comes from the creation. This a cappella arrangement is a favorite amongst musicians all across the world, being performed by many universities and choral ensembles, just like us, not only domestically, but internationally. What you will hear from this piece is a lengthy entrance with many unexpected harmonic turns that soon bind together to build up to a dramatic finish. Enjoy as we present to you a fun and electrifying rhythmic spiritual.
Last song. I'm not going to sing it because she'll kill me, but happy birthday, Vera. What a way to spend your birthday. Normally I would have the choir sing, but I know you'll beat me up later, so we won't do that. Our last number, Pure Imagination, from the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, is a piece that is near and dear to our hearts, and it has a very, very special dedication to the 8 choral members of the class of 2024. 4 years ago, we came back to Glen Cove High School, and we had to rehearse in the auditorium. We couldn't rehearse in the choir room. We had to sing 12 feet apart. We had to sing with shields. We had to sing with masks. And I'll put sing in quotes because it was not singing, it was not making music. And my colleagues and I wondered if we would ever be able to make music the way we did prior to 2020. And it's because of the leadership of the 8 seniors in this ensemble that I can finally say we are back. Without, oh, thank you. Without these 8 singers, I don't know if this group would be standing before you the way they are. I don't know if I'd still be standing here. It was a tough time. But having Phoebe and Jada and Daniel and Caleb and Nolene and Sarah and Amy and Cam, I think I got you all. They made it okay. They made it okay. And this is not our last performance, of course, but our last time here together as a family in our home auditorium. And I want to wish them all of life's blessings as they go into the next chapter of their lives. And I always tell them, be proud of who you are, be proud of where you came from, and special people do special things. So go and be special. Congratulations, seniors. Love you.
Pure Imagination, arranged by Ben Bram and Tehila Alfonso, is a jazz arrangement of the classic song from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This song is about living in fantasy and hope for a future as whimsical as the one in your imagination. What the song reminds us is that anything is possible. If we truly wish for something and work towards it, it could become reality. Throughout generations, this story has persisted, from the original film to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and finally, modern-day Wonka. Mr. Norris regards this year's senior class similarly, enduring quarantine and coming out the other side, rebuilding what was lost. As our final song of the spring concert, we would like to dedicate it to the class of 2024. Let us sing in this auditorium together one last time, remembering all that was, all that could be, and all that could be. Featured at the end of this piece is soloist Aurora Siri.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night on behalf of the entire music department. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mr. Barry, Mr. G and the orchestra, Mr. Rifkin and the bands. Have a great summer, everybody. Take care.